good afternoon and welcome to Carnation Crafts. We are live in the Carnation Craft studio and as always it's lovely to have your company. I feel much comfier sitting in this seat, I gotta tell you, like it feels more normal here. We're doing the Facebook preview, so to speak, but we've got Miss Taz here, so we're doing it in the studio. It'll be easier for you to see the boards on the overhead, so we're doing it here. This is your standard preview, and this is for the USB that's coming to you tomorrow on Create and Craft. So it won't be here, it'll be on Create and Craft, and it's called Under Open Skies. And I'll go live with that tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, then at 9 o'clock, and then the day after it will be at 10 and 2. So that's on Wednesday. So that's all the times for it. So 6 and 9 tomorrow, 10 and 2 the day after. It's the one-day special. So I just want to show you the boards, basically. That's all we'll be doing, and then I will leave you in peace for the rest of the day because I have taken up an awful lot of your time today. Hello, Karen, how you doing? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I got to tell you, I mean, I love US. You know I love my USBs. This one is really, really special. As always, it's got 3 collections on it. So the 3 collections for this one are Elegant Alfresco, Fruits of Summer, and Wandering in Nature. All 3 of them, the full collections, are on this USB. But they never just leave it at that. We've also got a massive set of nested, which I'll go through, and we've got 3 card shapes, which you cannot get anywhere else. They're not dies, and they're beautiful. They're really gorgeous as well. And then added to that, all of your vignettes will be on the USB, and so will all of your backing papers, all the artworks there, everything in that tiny box. And my actual box is downstairs, but just to show you the USBs, this isn't obviously the same one, but this is what the USBs look like. They come in matchbox formation. They slide right open. The box inside is foiled, and then inside that is your USB. You can just see it sitting there, all perfect and lovely, and that is what the USB boxes look like. This one's called Under Open Skies. That's for the occasion. It's not for the occasion that we're doing, but mine's downstairs. Back on the naughty step, not being off it. I never come off the naughty step. I've given up. Christine says hi. Karen says hi. Yeah, I think with the USB, you get so much, right? And my thing with USBs is to do with the fact that it's just a different way of crafting. And it's not that it's an alternative to dies, it's that it's a completely different thing, in the same way as I always say that knitting and crochet are completely different things. Both of them can make a jumper, but you do it in a completely different way. And that's exactly the same with USB. I genuinely think that digital crafting is the way forward in a lot of ways. And I think probably give us maybe 10 to 20 years and the majority of crafts will be done digitally. So I love the fact that we're getting in early and that we get to taste a difference. It's a nice thing to have. So we're going to have a look at the boards. You've got your little and large swing easel, which is just so glorious and so lovely. Over the edge cards, always really important. They're just important, and it's an easel shape for you as well. So all your components there for you to create the most stunning cards. Think of the launch that we had this morning for your little characters, Proud to Be, when you can think of putting your little mice on that circular point on the easel and how cute that would be, and how you can create all of those shapes. Really sweet. And you can use various other dies for florals going along the bottom of this as well. Loads and loads of ways to play it. I just love them for all of the things that they do. Now, this one, the newsstand card shape, I love. I think this is really special. And I think it's special for various reasons. But where we've got your layered pieces here, you can just see I can tuck behind these. Isn't that clever? Think of, let's say, for instance, we were talking about this morning, think of Rural Charm and putting your animals on your different layers, florals on your different layers. So you get this gorgeous spread. Now, obviously, that lays down flat for posting. So anything that you stick to these will lay down flat, and as you raise that card, they will all stand proud. Really beautiful. That's going to be an incredibly useful card base, and you'll be able to use it again and again. As with all Carnation, though, this is pipped down here. So my thinking being on this front one, what you could do as well is cut down one piece and have a piece that opens forward. You could have hidden characters below. Really cute, really, really sweet. And then we've got your aperture tuxedo card shape, which is here. where you've got that gorgeous circular piece at the back. Now, if you put some acetate on there, you could put little pieces behind it stuck to the acetate, which would give you a gorgeous sort of framing device. But also you would be able to use vellum on there and put tiny lights behind it. It would become a church window almost. And you could put florals in there. Inside this, which you can't see, and I don't think I'm going to be able to, because I won't be able to see what I'm showing you particularly. Can you see there's two stands in there? So there's two little slots that are just here. And on those you can obviously stick things as well. So this is, and we get asked about these boxes all the time, those box cards that have all the florals blooming from them. This is it. The card is done for you. So when it sits, it will sit sort of proud that way, and you get the triangular shape at the front with all those florals blooming from it. You could do so much just with that one card shape. That's your aperture tuxedo card shape, and those three cannot be bought in die form anywhere, and you won't be able to buy them in die form. They are purely for the USB. That's important to know, and it obviously just cuts beautifully. You get your mats and layers with all of them as well, and as with all USBs, you can change the size of everything in this collection because it's USB, and we can flip and we can rotate and we can do all kinds of wondrous things. But they also included your full scalloped edge nested. That's hurting Miss Tiz Taz's eyes. I assume it might be with yours as well. So if it is, please give your eyes a rest as you look at them all in layers, because they go a bit skew-whiffy. It always looks like a corridor going inwards to me. But you've got your square, you've got your DL, and you've got your rectangle. I think your rectangle will be your most used. I always say that about nested, but I think it's true because it's your basic card shape. Nested dies. Nested dies are always your most important. I love, love, love the DL. I love the rectangular shapes in the center of these. I love the fact that I can make my sentiment pieces as well. So we're not lacking anything in the fact that it's on a USB and not on a die form. And then there's your others. You've got your circle, your diamond, and you know I love me an oval. So all of these in. Isn't that a beautiful shape? Really pretty. They look like optical illusions when they're all together. Never forget you can do that yourself on a card as well, and I quite like that. I like the idea of doing something that's a little bit of an illusion. But if you layer up, say, 4 or 5 of these at the bottom, give yourself your main frame in the second, as in your main panel here that's left blank, and use that as your center stage. Think of the layers you could create around the back. Really pretty, really, really gorgeous. And that's your scalloped edge. We're going to go from there from elegant alfresco, and a lot of you will remember elegant alfresco. It's so pretty. It is so gorgeous. So you've got all your different aspects here. You've got your anniversary frame. It's big. These boards are big. Look at that. All of that detailing coming through. All of your different aspects. Remember, you can print all of your backing papers, all of your little bits and bats straight from your USB. And that means we can start cutting these in colours. We can use gradients. We can use all variants with it. Your natural arbor, that was massive when this came out. That flew, obvious reasons, but wouldn't it be lovely for wedding cards? There's something about it. Now remember the wedding collections that we've had more recently, going forward, all of these beautiful florals coming through. This particular piece glued on here, coming down on either side with some florals, or with this sliding down the panels, just beautiful. We've then got table for two, which is your gorgeous table and chairs with your little teapot and your cups. Really pretty. Those garden scenes, there's something about it. Your balloons and your sentiment, it's your day. Really pretty. Then one of my favourite, afternoon tea. I did an afternoon tea for Miss Taz not long ago. We like an afternoon tea. There's something about it. You've got your sandwiches, you've got your cakes, you've got your little scone, I don't know which one you say. Then we've got your little fruits and your jams. And then you've got your 2 champagne glasses as well. Carnation flurry, gorgeous. Absolutely, got the colours in that are so vibrant. Your catmint. I'm not going to remember any of these tomorrow, just so you know. Then you've got your lobelia. That's always been one of my favourite dyes as well. I love corner dyes. And then dainty spray. Really pretty. put 4 of those together with this bit as the circle and you create the most gorgeous background. Really pretty ways to craft, really pretty ways to bring out your take on Carnation and just create beautiful, beautiful cards. That's Elegant Alfresco. We're going to move from that to Fruits of Summer. Always, always one that just makes me go, pretty. It's so pretty, Fruits of Summer. There's something about it. You've got your beautiful Summertide frame and your Midsummer frame. So Summertide is your oval, Midsummer is your circular frame, and the lights are pretty bright in here. Now if I just tip that slightly, you can see that colourway there, which is just pretty. It's like a gold and cream, just gorgeous. One of our fastest selling, the Fine Perch, really pretty. Hey up, there you go, there's his little head. Isn't he handsome? Again, you can cut away aspects of all of these if you so choose, so you can cut away still. It's exactly the same as you would say with a die. There are still ways and means of, you know, cutting in, shaping in. Then you've got a Fine Home, which is the little chap sitting here on his house with the window. Now the heart is an aperture in your die, so it automatically cuts out the heart from the inside. That means you can put things poking behind it. You could put a little cheeky mouse in there. You could put another bird behind there. Lots of ways of playing. You can use the strawberries and put those behind to create a red pot behind it if you wanted to use that just as an extra piece of colourway behind that door. So again, lots of ways of doing it differently. Then you've got Toasting with Tea, and it says cheers to you. Beautiful china cups, and if you look very carefully you will see that the artwork from parts of the collection is also incorporated in those cups, and that means everything works together. Important, it just all blends. Then you've got your Sweet Harvest, which are your strawberries, your blackberries or your brambles. You've also got your blueberries, you've got your little flowers. I'm going to get lost now on names. Is that a magnolia? I don't know. Then you've got your little corn sheaves, your wheat sheaves, and then you've got white flour. I don't know the names. And then at the bottom, your busy bees. I love these. I love these panels. I love the background shapings of them, and I love the bees so much. They're very realistic. And what's great again about your USBs, you get to change the size, so you can have them any kind of dimension that you want. So we can have these made tiny, 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 or we can have them real size, life size, like this little fuzzy wumble there. Maybe a primrose. Alison, you could be right about primrose. Is that a primrose? I don't know the things. I don't know the things. I'm just going to be honest about it. Florals, no, I don't know. And then the last one is Wandering in Nature. I think you probably all remember Wandering in Nature. It's incredible. Your acorn frame up here. Remember, we cannot fit everything on the boards, so you do get your card base and your mats and layers for all of these as well. Just because they're not appearing on here, they're still the same as the die in the original format, so you will still get all of those elements to it, and you get pieces of decoupage as well. Same for the elderberry frame. All of your different pieces will come with this, your card base, then your mats and your layers. This bit then comes in with these, so you've got your woodland wildflowers, so all your little bits and pieces, your florals, and then your little acorns, which I love the little acorns, they're so cute. They would be a right little corker with Ponderance Place. Just remember how it all comes together. Your beautiful little stack of stones with the one shaped as a love heart in the centre, your symbolic sentiments, well done. Birthday wishes to new beginnings, and your gorgeous dandelion, and again that bigger acorn there. Remember Ponderance Place and how this would all come together. Woodland Animals. This dude here, one of my favourites. Look at his bottom. He's so happy with his swishy tail. And then we've got the two deers. So you've got the stag and the doe. Really pretty. The two robins in flight. These can all be shaped if you use the detail cut. This is a speed cut. If you use the detail, you can do all of the shaping that you would expect to do with a die. Still works in the same way. And then this little number, which was one of the most popular, your card cradles. Beautifully done. Remember, you can tuck your little cards in and they will cradle inside here. Gorgeous to use. And they just look stunning. They look so pretty. And your very fancy pants labels, so all these for your sentiment holders as well, in the ways that you would build up your sentiments for your cards. So that is your gorgeous, gorgeous Under Open Skies USB, which we're bringing you tomorrow on Create and Craft. How much is it going to be? No clue. Carnation, no, Create and Craft will set the price up. I think it'll, will it go on tonight? If it doesn't go online tonight, it'll go up online tomorrow. And so keep looking for it. And like I say, we don't release this here. It's released tomorrow over there. We'll be on live at 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. And then on Wednesday, we'll be live at 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. It's going to be a popular one because it's 3 of the most popular collections. So it's just going to be a popular show. Please do come and join us for demos. If it's something that you think you'd get into, scan and cuts, silhouette, cricut, if you think it's something that you fancy having a go with, these are really good shows to learn the basics from as well. But as we go through tomorrow, you'll see it on the computer screen. You'll see all of the SVGs that you get, which are the cut-in files, and you'll see all of your backing papers. We'll get all of it. Well, I've told them already I want a computer. We'll have all of that to show you live on air. So I'm hoping you can join me at 6 p.m. tomorrow night for the launch, the brand new launch of the Under Open Skies USB. So until then, take really good care, stay safe and stay warm, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.